Hi, I'm Saffista, and today I want to talk to you about 10 cozy games to play on cold nights, or days if you're so inclined. And since a lot of my cozy games involve snuggling under a big blanket, a bowl of snacks, and a hot drink with my kiddo, most of my cozy games are actually played on my Switch. Um, The portability of the Switch makes it perfect for snuggle time gaming, and it's easy to toss to the side, to grab more tea, or to pet an insistent cat. So, here are 10 of my current cozy games, and maybe one or two honorable mentions. Tell me what your favorite cozy game is down in the comments for a chance to win a $10 US eshop gift card. The winner's going to be announced next week during the next video. So enjoy.
Your attention, please. The Nook Inc. Getaway Package charter flight will soon be arriving at the deserted island.
Animal Crossing New Horizons released last March, right as the reality of the pandemic was kicking in. Animal Crossing is a long-time franchise love of mine, and this latest installment gave me the chance to build relationships with villagers, cultivate flower gardens, fish, and catch bugs with my daughter. We even got to celebrate all of our major holidays and birthdays with my mom and friends in-game. Animal Crossing will continue to be one of my favorite cozy games as Nintendo continues to release seasonal content to keep the game fresh and exciting. Stardoo Valley is a game that I have been playing on multiple platforms since its release 5 years ago. I've clocked more than 600 hours. Stardoo Valley is a game that suits me no matter what mood I'm in. I can work my farm growing vegetables and raising animals, cultivate relationships with the townsfolks or my friends in multiplayer, and even marry the woman of my dreams. And on days when I'm feeling a little more adventurous, I can go off fishing or fighting monsters in the mines. Story of Seasons Friends of Mineral Town is a remaster of the 2003 game that was released on the Nintendo Game Boy Advance. Story of Seasons is a traditional farming simulator where you cultivate crops and relationships. The calming music and the adorable character models make this a perfect cozy game for me on the Switch. Replaying this game from the Game Boy Advance era also gives me an incredible feeling of nostalgia. I can't wait for the next installment in this series coming this spring. Little Dragon Cafe is a title that I kind of bought on a lark. In this game, you play a child whose mother has fallen into a deep and mysterious sleep. And alongside your sister, a wizard who appears out of nowhere, and your pet dragon, you have to keep the family cafe afloat by growing and collecting ingredients, learning and cooking new recipes, and meeting a bevy of interesting characters, all while working to save your mother. There's fishing, farming, chicken catching, and monster smashing. What more could you want in a cozy game? Spiritfarer literally gets billed as a cozy time management game about dying, and this game is beautiful. You play as Stella, a young girl who is charged with ferrying spirits to the afterlife, along with her cat, Daffodil. In co-op mode, one player even gets to play as Daffodil, which, to my daughter, was the best option ever. In Spiritfarer, you get to farm, cook, restore and expand your boat, fish, and most importantly, help beloved spirits cross over to their final rest. This game is not only cozy for adults, but also a great way of getting children to understand death. Sukuna of Rice and Ruin might be, at first glance, the last game that you'd think of as being cozy. But this fighting game / farming simulator definitely feels cozy to me. While fighting games are not a genre that I play very often anymore because my hands don't like them as much as I do, Sukuna makes it a little less hard on my hands by giving me the option of changing the difficulty in the fighting and farming simulation portions separately, making it easy to spend lots of time farming without forcing me into difficult, time-consuming, and painful battles. As a goddess and daughter of the god and goddess of war and the harvest, Sukuna is a delightful brat who is determined to do her best to grow the best rice crops that she can to please the current harvest goddess and regain her place in the realm of gods. If you like calm farming simulators with amazing soundtracks, Sukuna of Rice and Ruin is for you. Octopath Traveler definitely scratches my JRPG itch while still feeling super cozy. We get turn-based battles and 8 distinct party members that all have amazingly interesting stories. Stories that may not be intersecting, but do make it possible for them to work together on their journeys to avenge the deaths of loved ones, recover sacred tomes, or even to find the very meaning of life. This game beautifully blends 16-bit sprites with 3D backgrounds. It's like playing an amazing pop-up book with mature stories. Maybe grab an adult cozy beverage for this one. Yonder, Cloudcatcher Chronicles, is a beautiful open-world RPG where you play as an adventurer set about exploring a magical island, collecting magical critters called sprites, and using them to dispel the murk that is enshrouding the world, polluting the environment, and concerning the other inhabitants. Of course, to be cozy in my book, this game also includes farming, fishing, and crafting. Super relaxing and super fun. Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is kind of a must-add to a cozy games list on the Switch. With its familiar characters, beautiful orchestral score, and almost endless side quests that give you the opportunity to get lost for hours and to find all kinds of wonderful treasures and baddies to battle, this open-world adventure game is a must-play on the Switch in my book. Breath of the Wild gives you many gameplay options. You can collect Korok seeds, do puzzle dungeons called shrines, or just collect ingredients to cook. Now, I just want to reinstall it and play it all over again.
Typhon is free. You need my help. Let the tale of Phoenix be my redemption.
And the last game on our list of 10 is Immortals Phoenix Rising. Immortals is an open-world adventure game that feels and plays like a combination of Assassin's Creed and Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. This game has its basis in Greek mythology, and the story of Phoenix is narrated by Zeus and Prometheus. The humor in this game is compelling and sometimes a little risque. Like many other open world games, there are tons of things that you can do during a play session, from doing quests to save the gods, to solving puzzles, or just roaming around collecting ingredients to make potions and improve stats, or collecting new mounts. Finally, I'd like to throw in 2 honorable mentions for games that I'm currently playing. These are my current go-tos for short puzzle-based play sessions. The first is Murder by Numbers, where you solve Sudoku puzzles in order to solve a murder mystery. Second is The Unexpected Guest, which is a medieval fantasy adventure game with management elements. In this game, you manage resources and solve puzzles to satisfy the requirements of each story level so that you can move forward to explore the next level. So that's my list. Don't forget to tell me what your favorite cozy game is down in the comments for your chance to win the US eShop gift card so that you can grab a cozy game of your own. The winner's going to be announced in the next video. Now, I'm off to play a cozy game of my own. Bye.